Welcome students, and this video is for all those students who are preparing for board exams this year, and mainly chemistry actually we are talking here. Main problem which we students find about board exams, that what is the strategy they should follow and how should they prepare. So it is a very, you can say, orthodox statement that if you are preparing for any exam, especially CBSE board, just go through past year papers. Just have a look at all the past year papers. Just figure out that if you are able to solve them or not, and if you are able to solve those questions without much problem, just be cool. That means you are doing well, your preparation is okay, no need to worry much. But in case you are not able to solve all those papers easily, or you are able to solve them partially and you are finding some difficulties, that means now you know that what are the topics you should prepare. Just go through those papers. Let's say if I'm solving a paper and what I find out that I am able to solve the questions of organic chemistry, amines and aldehyde ketones, but I am finding difficulty in solving problems of uh, physical chemistry like electrochemistry. So now I know that in remaining time, the remaining 10 or 15 days, now I know that I have to focus more on these electrochemistry topics. I have to go through these topics number of times. So in this way, I'll come to know that what are the topics I should spend more time. It doesn't mean that I don't have to study organic chemistry. Obviously, I'll be doing organic chemistry also. But now, because I am not able to solve most of the questions of physical chemistry, electrochemistry, that means I have to spend, or I have to plan my time accordingly, that I'll give more time on electrochemistry. Similarly, by solving past year papers, we can find out, or we can easily figure out all those topics which are required for board exam. That means if there is a topic, let's say there is molar conductivity problems, and what I see that these are the problems which are coming every second year in the past year paper. That means this is an important topic and I should go through this topic thoroughly. That means in this way, I'm just finding out that what are the important topics. On the other hand, I'm also finding out, I'm able to figure it out that if I'm able to solve those problems or not. And at the same time, I'll find out that what is the depth of questions. Let's say when we go through few books, we generally find variety of questions. Few questions are very easy, few questions are little bit tricky, and few questions are very difficult. So in this exam, in this time, the remaining time, it is also very essential for us that we should find out that what are the type of questions asked in exam from what topic. It is meaningless to solve the problems, the big problems based on equivalent conductivity. When I go through the paper, I find that there is not a single question based on equivalent conductivity. Most of the questions are on molar conductivity or simple conductance. So it is meaningless to waste my time. So when I go through previous year papers, I'll come to know that what are the topics, what are the important topics, and what are the type of questions being asked. Apart from past year papers, one more thing I'll suggest for chemistry especially, NCERT textbook. Okay, about 60 mark out of 70, 60 out of 70 would be based on NCERT itself. So go through NCERT, do each and every question in the remaining time, and those topics which are actually very easy to score are, I'm just going to tell you the name of few topics or few chapters which are easy to score, and just do these chapters first. And the first is for 12th, solid state, surface chemistry. Then there is P block elements, D block elements, coordination, haloalkanes, and then there is polymer, chemistry in everyday life. Again, there was one more, principle of extraction of elements, polymer, and then there is one, chemistry in everyday life. These constitute about 35 marks out of 70. That means 50% of the paper are from these topics, and you'll see that these topics are directly based on facts. If you know that what are the answers, it won't take any time for you to solve them. And obviously you have to mug up number of things, but there's no other options you have to do. Again, many students say that they are finding difficulty in doing P block elements, in doing inorganic itself, because there are number of things, number of reactions which they have to remember. But Students, there is no other option. You have to remember them. P block element itself cover 10% of the syllabus or 10% of the marks of question paper. It is of 7 mark. It's a chapter which cover 7 marks of the paper, 7 out of 70. That means 10%. So there is no other option. There is no way that I skip this P block element. I don't remember these equations. These are very difficult and I'll do other topics. It's meaningless. If I don't do P block element, I'll be losing my 7 marks. 7 marks are more than enough. So go through these chapters. But the problem is that there are number of reactions in inorganic chemistry and it's very difficult to remember all of them. No one is asking you to mug up all the equations. Obviously it is next to impossible. So what is the trick? Just go through those past year papers and what you'll realize that in last 10 years there are only 7 or 8 equations which are being asked repeatedly. So do those questions at least first. Okay? And again, don't skip that P block element and D block element or inorganic chemistry. And when you are writing in examination and during board exam, you'll get 15 minutes for the reading time and utilize that properly. Read each and every question carefully. Just find out that what are the topics you are going to answer first, what are the questions you will be answering in the end. Don't miss those 15 questions. Even what I used to do, what I did during my board exam, that in that 15 minutes I went I just solved a 5 mark question in my brain because it was not freedom to just write it down. So what I did, I just solved it out in that 15 minutes. 15 minutes is more than enough for solving any problem. And when the time started for the writing, I just solved that question first of all. So what we can do depends on you. Either you can spend that 15 minutes to read the entire chapter, or you can just utilize those 15 minutes to just figure out solution of any particular question of 5 marks or 3 marks or 2 marks. Do anything, but utilize that properly. All the best. Stay tuned for more. Even stay tuned for the solution. We'll be uploading the solution of a board exam as soon as it finishes. And if you have any doubt, you can ask that in our comment section. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.